So it's been a magic night so far, and before we got into this in music, there's a message I want to try and convey, through my own songs especially, and through the way I see folk music, and the way that the world's going, the climate, and nature, and everything is something that I want to try and touch on. And beginning these sessions, I want to try and bring a bigger message, into like a homely environment through music for people. This time I want to get involved in this very special movement that's happened throughout the world, and I've got the founder of the Glasgow movement here, Guy, who's going to give us a short speech about the Extinction Rebellion, and about the movements they're making with government to try and better our environment in Scotland through Glasgow. So give us a love for Guy.
Thank you. I feel like I need a guitar. I'm certainly prepared. But no, it's like really quick, just to give you guys a little rundown, and thank you for like warm welcome and the opportunity to talk to everyone about it. The clue's in the name. We are rebelling against extinction, as you probably all know from watching the news the last few years, and certainly the last few weeks, the last couple of months. There's been so many very sad stories about lots of species going extinct, lots of loss of wildlife, lots of very worrying trends in the climate, and I obviously shan't bore you too much about that because you obviously all know what's going on there. But so basically, Extinction Rebellion, clues in the name. We are a bunch of concerned citizens, concerned members of society who are fed up with the status quo and want to do something about it, because at the end of the day, our governments, our institutions are not doing what they should be doing and telling us what we face and telling us the scientific facts that all point towards some very worrying future if we don't change what it is that we're doing. So Extinction Rebellion have been massively successful and have grown so quickly in such a short space of time. They shut all the bridges in London a couple of months ago. They've protested all the BBC buildings throughout the country, of which we did Glasgow just before Christmas and protest out the front. And we had loads of amazing families and kids come and join us, and the kids made loads of Christmas cards to give to the board members at the BBC to say, can you please put climate change at the heart of your editorial agenda and start telling us exactly what it is that we're facing, because at the moment, it should be front page news and it's not front page news, and why that is, God only knows. But yeah, so we're really getting going in not just Glasgow but in Scotland. We've got a fair few hundred people now on board. We've got Extinction Rebellion in Glasgow, Edinburgh, Highlands and Islands, St Andrews, Dundee, Aberdeen, Aberdeenshire. So there's all these groups popping up, and Extinction Rebellion give amazing framework and structure and resource for us all to work properly and really try and be organised and really try and create some disruption, some non-violent, respectful disruption, to try and get people talking, to try and hold our governments to account, our institutions, to really try and drive the change, because it's not going to come from the top, it's got to come from the bottom. So we've got a few interesting events coming up. This Sunday at the CCA at 4 p.m. we've got a social. So everyone who's been involved up until now, we've been active since sort of November, December. Come along to that just for a chat, just get to know each other and just learn a little bit more about it. Then next Wednesday at 6 p.m. we've got our first general meeting of the year, where we'll be discussing what it is that we're doing, how we're structured, and how we can get more exposure and get more people on board. We are planning some actions towards the climate bill that's going through the Scottish Parliament, and to try and do lots of non-violent direct action around that, and we're providing non-violent direct action training for people that want to get involved, whether it's blocking bridges, blocking streets, swarming, or writing Christmas cards with kids, whatever it may be. There's so many things you can get involved with. Anyone and everyone can get involved, whether you're happy to get arrested or not happy to get arrested. There's tasks for everyone. And music's a big part of it, arts is a big part of it, well-being, regenerative culture, looking after each other. We've actually got Jasmine from London here, who's a regenerative coordinator nationwide. So it's really exciting, and I get to meet loads of really cool people, man. I've met some really lovely people the last couple of months.
Have any actions been organised? Can you tell us about anything that's actually a date, or a time, or a place?
International Rebellion Week.
So we've got International Rebellion Week, what week is it in April? 15th of April, that week. Throughout the world, Extinction Rebellion are holding direct action. There's about 30 countries and growing. You know, it's getting really big in America, Scandinavia, Africa, it's New Zealand apparently. There's lots of groups forming in New Zealand, so it really is a worldwide movement because this is a worldwide problem. And it's
15th of February, youth, school, university strike. So if you know anyone or you are at any universities in Scotland, go on strike on the 15th of February. Even if you're on holiday and it's half term or whatever breaks up. Go on strike.
Yeah. So there's that. We're building up to the 15th of April for International Rebellion Week, which is going to be big. It's got to be big. But building up to then, we are, as I said, climate bill going through Scottish Parliament. We're going to be organising some direct action around that, although there's no details yet. But we need to get people trained up on non-violent direct action before we actually start doing it, so people can know what it is they're doing. So if you want to get involved, come and grab me. Have a look on Facebook, Extinction Rebellion Glasgow, Extinction Rebellion Scotland. Come to our social at the CCA at 4 p.m. this Sunday. It'd be great to see you guys here. It's a really nice vibe tonight. There's obviously some really great people here and some amazing music. So come and get involved. It's really exciting, and it's we've got to do it because no one else is going to do it. The government aren't doing it, and the institutions aren't doing it. So we've got to do it, I think. So. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.